my review of Will Grayson, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. I've already read the book and I have a signed copy, which makes me happy inside. For the sake of the fact that there are two boys named Will Grayson, I will be calling one odd-numbered Will Grayson, the other even-numbered Will Grayson, because of the fact that they have odd and even chapters. One Will Grayson does take all the odd chapters, the other does take all the even chapters. If you read the book, this will make more sense. If you don't, you'll just be listening to me ramble, but that's okay too. Odd-numbered Will Grayson is best friends with a boy named Tiny Cooper, who is ironically named Tiny because he's possibly the hugest person that Will knows. Tiny Cooper is described by Will as possibly the world's largest gay person, or the world's gayest large person. Although he does not use gay as an insult, he means that Tiny Cooper is a very proud homosexual. This is awesome. Will Grayson, even-numbered Will Grayson, is a closeted homosexual who lives in the suburbs of Chicago as well. Even-numbered Will Grayson has a girl named Mara who hangs out with him, who he slightly hates because Mara is very annoying and thinks she understands when she actually doesn't. Even-numbered Will Grayson also suffers from clinical depression. He takes medication for that, although he doesn't believe that the medication helps. Odd-numbered Will Grayson hangs out with Tiny Cooper, and due to that is also part of Tiny Cooper's group of friends, which includes Gary and Jane. Gary, Jane, and Gary's boyfriend Nick. Odd-numbered Will Grayson gets a text from Tiny Cooper telling him that there is a concert going on that they really want to see. This band they love, haven't seen them ever, only heard their CD, never released another CD after that, very exclusive, is going to be happening. They rush over. Will doesn't have a fake ID, so he is snuck in by Tiny and his friends who all have fake IDs. During this time, Will Grayson starts to realize that Jane is very cute. At the same time, even-numbered Will is falling in love with the boy he met online named Isaac. He knows that Isaac isn't a fake person because Isaac is someone he has talked to all the time. Isaac doesn't have a phone, so he's never talked on the phone, but he does talk to him all the time via the internet, aka IMing. And they email, and during this time, even-numbered Will has fallen in love with a boy named Isaac. On the way to get a fake ID with Jane, odd-numbered Will Grayson discovers that Tiny Cooper has told Jane that Will has a crush on Jane. Will isn't sure if this is true or not, so he rejects Jane's proposition of them becoming more than friends, and they go along to get the fake ID. The fake ID is perfect in every single way. Even-numbered Will Grayson has decided with Isaac it is time for them to meet. They're going to meet up at a store named Frenchie's in the suburbs of Chicago. They decide this is a great idea, and even-numbered Will is over the top. He's ecstatic. He is finally going to meet this amazing boy he's in love with. Tiny Cooper and his crew are going to another concert, also in Chicago. On the way in, it's discovered that odd-numbered Will's ID is wrong. It doesn't say he's 18, which is what he needs to be to get in the bar. It is a fake ID, and it has all the right things, except the guy who made it put on the wrong birth date. Odd-numbered Will Grayson dejectedly begins to wander the streets of Chicago. Even-numbered Will Grayson goes to Frenchie's, walks inside, and is shocked and horrified to discover that it is a porn store. He walks around, just dejected, wondering where on earth Isaac could be. Odd-numbered Will, walking the streets of Chicago, wanders upon a store named Frenchie's. He walks inside hoping to use his fake ID. No one questions him and he gets upset. He walks inside, buys a fake men's porn magazine. Still no one cares that he has a fake ID. On the way at the store, Odd Will Grayson is approached by Even Will Grayson. Even asks Odd, "Are you Isaac?" "No," Odd replies, "I'm Will Grayson." Even-numbered Will is shocked by this revelation, so is odd-numbered Will. Together they leave the store. Even-numbered Will wonders why Isaac hasn't approached him yet. Even-numbered Will gets a call from Mara. Mara reveals she has been faking to be Isaac the entire time, and there is no such boy. Even-numbered Will has fallen in love with a false person. I'm not going to tell you the rest of the story, but pretty much that is the beginning, or at least the first half. It ends up with a gay rights musical. It's pretty much one of the best books I've ever read in my entire life, because I love John Green. I've never read David Levithan's books before, but this convinced me that I should, because it's just amazing. Thank you, John Green. Thank you, David Levithan, for writing a book I will never forget.